TV proudly present Raceland Rams basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stoltz Pharmacy, Members Choice Credit Union, Ashland Credit Union, Tres Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, First and People's Bank, Ashland Community and Technical College, Raceland Christian Church, and the Greenup Baptist Association. Now, let's go to the Palace for Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.
Okay, thank you. Well, here at the little slow start, but here at the George Cook Memorial Gym at Fairview High School in Westwood, Kentucky, I'm Charlie Dunlap with the Cool Hits Sports Network and the technical crew as we get it all together here tonight. The Raceland Rams visit the Westwood facility to play the Fairview Eagles. These two teams are, rivals in about everything they do, be it academics or athletics. And last night I had the pleasure of being down at Raceland and watching the Rams come from behind against the Elliott County team and win rather handily. This will be their 7th game in 11 days, so it's kind of like a 7-11, if you would. And it'll be interesting to see how they respond, and they got a couple of more games coming up over the weekend. We're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll have very much more right here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Funny thing about banks, you go in and apply for a loan here,
but they make their decisions somewhere out of state.
My money is here, my account is here. Why go 100 miles away to make a decision?
At First and People's Bank, the decision is made right here by people you know. Bank local. Bank with the friendly folks at First and People's Bank. The Home Office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Westwood at the Fairview High School at the George Cook Memorial Gymnasium, named after the legendary George Cook here in the Westwood area, who brought the Eagles along and had a regional championship, I know, back in, I believe it was around 74 or so. And he was a great guy and a great coach. And the school system here, of course, several years ago, named the gym after Coach Cook. Well, the Eagles come in here 2-2 on the year. They have not played for a week. Their last game was at Ashland on last Tuesday night, and Clarence Thompson was telling me the new coach here at Fairview, that they played with Ashland pretty close for 3 quarters. And he said then in that 4th quarter, he said, we just had a bad quarter. And he said Ashland had a good one, and we walked out of the gym with an L. But they are 2-2 on the year, and they look to go 3-2 if they can win here tonight against the Raceland Rams, who are 4-2 on the year with that win last night at home against Elliott County. I tell you what, last night, if you got to watch it or listen to it, the teams, especially Elliott County, they really like to shoot the 3-ball. I mean, every time down, when they cross midcourt, they're ready to put it up. And they hit a lot of them, too. And also the Raceland Rams very capable of that. I think it's going to be an interesting game here. Clarence Thompson, of course, new, not to the area. Clarence is an alumnus, of Fairview High School and went on to Oral Roberts, and then he played a lot of professional ball really all around the world. And he has come in here to be the coach this year. And he told me, and he'll mention this in the pregame too, I won't give it all away, but he did tell me that he does things a little bit differently maybe than a lot of the high school coaches, but he's hoping that it instills a lot of pride and growing up and stuff in the kids as well. And that is always a very, very important thing to happen. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll get into talking with Joe Bryan, the head man of Raceland. We'll be back in a couple of minutes on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy. Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now with ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Hey Rams fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. Sign up for your favorite team's debit card today at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue, Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Well, we were wanting to talk to Coach Joe Bryant of the Raceland Rams with a little technical problem right now. We'll try to get that resolved, and we'll take a break here. We won't take a break right now. We'll talk a little bit more and then come back and take a break and try to get to both Clarence Thompson and to Joe Bryant. As I said, it was just one of those little technical difficulties that sometimes happens, but that's what we pay for with the whole thing. And there's the man, Clarence Thompson, coming over to say hi to me. And some other games tonight, I want to mention this, around the area that are being carried here on the Cool Hit Sports Network, including Ashland at Boyd County, East Carter's at Lewis County, West Carter's at Russell, Greenup County is at Prestonsburg tonight, Elliott County at Morgan, Belfry at Magoffin, and the KCU men's basketball, I believe, was to start at 7:30 as well. So there you have that information. We'll take another break here and try to get some things ironed out if we can. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes, hopefully with an interview on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
Hi, my name is Brian Horton, Mission Strategist for the Churches of the Greenup Baptist Association. We exist to revitalize, mobilize, and multiply New Testament churches in Northeast Kentucky and the world. The Churches of the Greenup Association are moving forward together in the Great Commission work. If you live in Lawrence, Boyd, Greenup, Carter, or Elliott counties, I want to invite you to attend one of the Greenup Baptist churches this coming Sunday. Once there, I know you will find a community of people who will welcome you and love you. For more information, go to greenupbaptist.org.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all. Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Charlie Dunlap here with Joe Bryan, the head coach of the Raceland Rams, on the road tonight here in Westwood at Fairview to play the Eagles. Coach, any last thoughts on that game last night against Elliott County?
Yeah, we have to play with that kind of energy. The energy we came out in the third quarter. That's got to be who we are for 4 quarters. And that's what we're trying to get this group to do.
You were telling me last night in the postgame this will be the 7th one in 11 days. So I imagine. And here again, I'm not an 18-year-old kid, but even they get tired.
Yeah, try to keep them hydrated during the day, make sure they got our water in our hand at all times, do what you can. But ultimately, it's up to the kid to stay hydrated. Part of being mentally tough and doing the things you need to do, so hopefully our guys are taking care of that. 7 games, 11 days is hard to do, so I'm proud of their effort so far, but we need to take care of business one more time tonight.
Let's talk about taking care of business here in Westwood with the Fairview Eagles. What can we expect out of them offensively?
They like to run and gun. They like to get it and go. They're not going to slow down, but at the same time, we don't like to slow down either. So getting some stops will be really important because I know both teams will be able to score the ball pretty well. So we've got to be able to come up with a few more defensive stops than they do.
Let's talk about defense with the new coach, Clarence Thompson. I guess he brings a lot of different philosophy into the high school ranks here. What do they do defensively?
They play a lot of man-to-man. They saw a couple possessions of triangle and 2. They box and 1 a little bit, but mainly man-to-man.
Well, Coach, good luck, and I'll be right over here after the game. Come over and visit.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Joe Bryant, the head man of the Raceland Rams, will be back with more on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Funny thing about banks, you go in and apply for a loan here,
but they make their decisions somewhere out of state.
My money is here, my account is here. Why go 100 miles away to make a decision?
At First and People's Bank, the decision is made right here by people you know. Bank local. Bank with the friendly folks at First and People's Bank. The Home Office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Charlie Dunlap back here at the George Cook Memorial Gym at Fairview High School in Westwood. And with me, the new Fairview Eagle coach, Clarence Thompson, a man who's very familiar with this gym. You play a lot of games here.
I did. You know, I walked back in this gym October 15th, and I looked around and I heard Coach Day, I heard George Cook, I heard Morrison, I heard all these people in my mind. Get up and down the floor and shoot the ball. Run that suicide. But yeah, no, it's good to be back. You know, the kids. I look at the program now versus where it was, and try to do a little comparison. And I'll be straight up. I think the programs went backwards instead of forwards, and that's my personal opinion. I know there's a lot of people that argue with that opinion, but that's my personal opinion, and from a lot of aspects. From the kids, number one, from their performance, work ethics, number two, and from winning.
Well, it is good for you to be here. Let's talk about your team. What's your philosophy in offense, for example? What are you going to have them do tonight?
Well, you know, it's very difficult. As I've stated numerous times, you know, last year after losing Manning, they lost Manning, who was averaging 24 points a game, and Fairview was only averaging 52. So that leaves 28 points amongst 6 other players to score. So in reality, the team should only be averaging 28 points a game. Well, we're averaging in the mid-60s right now, and we hope to get that up a little bit. But, you know, it's more about freedom. You know, my system is you put more points on the board than the other team, and you win. You know, we've had a rough one. You know, Ashland, we played even for 3 quarters. It's just that one quarter that got us. Yeah. But we're a young team, and they're learning. We just want to be that team come tournament time that everyone says, oh, geez, we got to play Fairview. And they're really not going to know what to do because one night we're this, we got different leading scores every other night. And that's really what a balanced team's about. And as time progresses on, we will become that balanced team that everyone will fear.
It's just a growth in the team and, you know, the players accepting and doing the things they need to do. What about defensively? What do you expect actually offensively for Raceland, but what do you do defensively?
You know, defense is tough on our end because we don't have that much of a depth right now. So if we get in foul trouble, we're in trouble. So what we try to do, we mix it up a lot. You know, every now and then we'll go a little full court press, but having Isaac Johnson out tonight is a big minus for us. But it does give a couple other kids an opportunity to jump in and say, Coach, I can play too. I deserve to be there. And that's, you know, really that's what it's about this early into the season.
Well, Coach, best of luck to you. And after the game, you know where I'm sitting out there at the little table. And they always put me at a table here because I'm not real good on bleachers. I'll just be honest with you. Too old and too fat. But you come by after the game and we'll talk about it. And best of luck to you not only tonight but all through the year.
I appreciate it. And there's going to be a lot of people in New York, New Jersey, and Tennessee, and Virginia streaming. Hello all, and let's go Eagles.
There you go. It's Charlie Dunlap on the Cool Head Sports Network. And here we are on the Sports Network, the Cool Head Sports Network. We're getting ready for the introduction of both teams. Raceland decked out in their black uniforms tonight. with white numerals trimmed in orange. And I'll give you their starting lineup right now. They'll start a junior, Holden Topping, Christian Large, a junior. Jonah Arnett, an 8th grader, will play. Connor Thacker, a sophomore, will play. And Jacob Gauze, their big guy, will be underneath. So there you have it. It's Topping, Large, Arnett, Thacker, and Gauze as the starters for the Raceland Rams. Now the starters for the Fairview Eagles: Tamel Smith, a junior; Tanner Johnson, a senior; Stephen Bubba Day, a junior; and Tucker Adams, a junior; and Cameron Harper, a senior. Isaac Johnson, a sophomore, who's one of their big guys underneath, had a little bit of a knee problem, according to Coach Thompson, and he will not be on the floor tonight due to that particular energy. So we have both introductions. Pretty good crowd on hand. It's anytime, I guess you could say, Fairview gets together with Raceland, they draw a pretty good crowd. And a pretty good crowd here on a Tuesday night, as Fairview goes 2-2 on the year, and it is 4-2 for Raceland. The only time tonight we'll have the jump, unless we have an overtime, is going to happen right now. And Steve Bubba Day is going to jump against Gauze, Jacob Gauze of Raceland. And we're ready to go. Gauze went high up and got not the rebound, but got the tip. But Fairview comes up with it. Fairview, Smith with it. Smith at the top of the key, goes over here to Bubba Day. Now they go underneath, and the ball put up and put in. And I believe that was Johnson that put it in. I got blocked out there by the official. But that happens. Part of the game, I guess. Raceland now on the attack as they move right to left. They go underneath, and Thacker puts it up. It won't go in, but he got fouled. Man that got him was Adams. It'll be his first. Good to see you, William Adams. You here with the Independent tonight? Good to see you. Well, Thacker will go to the line. And the shot is up, and it's good. So it's 2-2. First tie of the ball game at 7:24 here in the opening quarter. Fairview now just backing it out and looking around. Let's see what happens. There's Johnson. He got open on the drive, and he laid it in. And let me tell you, Tanner Johnson, very capable of doing that. He got around his man, and nobody stepped in on him. And now we got walking on Thacker of Raceland. First turnover for the Rams. Clock at 7 minutes as Smith crosses the line, goes down, kicks it in the left corner to Day. He will miss the shot, but the rebound is out of there, and they're going to give it out to Johnson. A long three out front, no good. The rebound taken out of the air by the Eagles. So the Eagles get a couple of shots off, but to no avail from three-point land. Here's Day down on the baseline left side, turns off the glass. Nope, not going to go. Gauze pulls it down for the Rams. At the elbow on the left side, the shot put up by Arnett, no good, but put back in by Gauze. Jacob Gauze with his first bucket, and it's tied at 4. We've had 2 ties. Mel Smith on the wing on the right side. Looks to somebody. Gets the ball back, drives into traffic, and throws it. It goes in backcourt, and it goes out of bounds. And it will belong out to Raceland. Turnover for the Eagles. On the inbounds play, the Rams will have it. It's Large with it momentarily. The shot no good, and here's Smith with it. Coming down the other way, zig and zag, and he got run over by Gauze. Gauze had no way to stop. I know he gets called for the foul, but there was no way for him to stop. One of the officials talking to both coaches about you got to stay in the box. And Fairview has it out under their basket. Into Johnson, lays it up too hard. Rebound strong by Topping. Topping of the Rams on the run, down the other way, and a bad pass. Fairview will get it. And a foul on Large, his first. That'll be 2 now on the Rams. A couple of turnovers. Well, the action, as they like to say, is fast and furious. Here at the Cook Gym, Memorial Gym. Here's Smith, a straight line drive, too hard. Rebound Gauze, and he has it knocked away by Fairview's Harper. But a foul on Harper. That'll be his second. Thacker will inbounds it to Topping. Topping will come up over the line now. Gets it into forecourt. And we've got a foul. The third one on Harper. He's going to have to sit down. Into the ball game comes Zaven Kuntz. 4-4 with 5:12 on the clock here in this first quarter. A lot of action, but not a lot of scoring so far. The Rams with it in the forecourt. Thacker goes left, goes right, down the lane, up and in. Thacker with his 4th point breaks the tie. Rams go up 6-4. Bringing the ball down now is Tanner Johnson. He'll swing it over here to the right side and get it back top of the key. He'll spin down the lane, kick it in the left corner, and the shot off no good by Kuntz over there. And the Rams attack now on the other side of the court. No. Rams on the attack here and on the dribble out front is Topping. And we've got a push out on the floor. And that will be on Smith of Fairview, his first. And that's the Eagles. I guess that's their 4th. Right in front of me now. The ball will come in from Thacker of Raceland. Driving down, trying to get it to Gauze. He lost the handle, had it taken away, but got it right back. Down underneath. And driving the lane and laying it in good is Large. 8-4, biggest lead for Raceland with 3:48 left here in the opening quarter. There's Smith with it. Smith looking around to give it to somebody. Gets it in to Johnson. He'll go back outside. A long 3. No good by Kuntz. And it goes out of bounds out to Raceland. A couple of turnovers for Fairview now. Just now into the front court. The Rams spreading the floor out a little bit here against the zone that Fairview has. And a shot that's made but won't count by Large as he took steps. 3 turnovers now on Raceland. In backcourt, Tucker Adams, who came into the game, but he'll give it over to Smith. Smith's the man that sets the table here. There's Day with it. Day on the wing on the right side. Uses up his dribble at the elbow on the right. Gives it back out to Smith, top of the key. Comes around a pick and up from the right corner and right in there is Tanner Johnson. Very capable of hitting the threes. He's got 7 points in the game, and Raceland's up 1 with the ball. Here's Newman with it. Newman will give it to Waller, who came in. Now they'll take a shot, but there'll be steps taken here by Arnett. .233 left in the quarter. Low scoring first quarter, 8-7. A lot of shots, but just not getting them in. Day throws it, tried to throw it inside to Johnson, throws it away, picked up by the Rams. They're on the attack down the other way, and they miss the shot, but they run into Smith as he ran into him. That was 4 that charged. That's large. He'll have his second foul. Thacker back into the game and Topping for Raceland. Dawes will sit down right now. And Fairview will bring it into offense. Smith to Day. Day on the wing on the right side. Against Thacker, he goes for the 3 and drained it. Steve Day gives the lead. The second lead change of the game gives it to the Fairview Eagles. Down, reverse layup, it won't go down. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson has it knocked away and taken away. And then Raceland stepped on the end line. So it'll be 5 turnovers for the Rams. As they trail now 10-8. They were up 8-4, so it's a 6-point run by these Eagles. Glad to have you along tonight on the Coolidge Sports Network. Kuntz in the corner on the left side, uses up a dribble, gives it to Dade, got a double team, went to put it up, and they say it's a jump ball. So it's a possession, of course, not a jump. Fairview with 5 turnovers. Coming in for the Eagles will be Mitchell Cox, an 8th grader, and he'll come in for Kuntz. Nice crowd on hand here on this Tuesday night. Raceland works it around on the outside, looking inside, trying to drive down to put it up. A stop and a shot. Waller no good. Rebound on the floor. It'll be picked up by the Eagles. The man that just went in there, Cox, the 8th grader, he loses the handle. And down the lane, spinning and putting it in. It didn't go, but there's a foul. And that foul will be on Mitchell Cox. Try to keep you posted on the other games that are taking place tonight on the Coolidge Sports Network. Some good ones. And here we got a ball out of bounds to Fairview. A lot of turnovers in this quarter. 1:05 left in the opening stanza. Joe Bryan said, I think that was our ball. The official said, nope, it was Fairview's ball. We'll get into some scores here as this game progresses. Fairview Day with it against the zone that Raceland's using right now. And out of the right side is Tanner Johnson with his second 3. 6, 8, 10 points. I did a game here last year with Fairview, and he got about 30, mostly from threes. A 3 way outside is no good by Waller, and the Eagles have the rebound. Driving the baseline up and coming out. Day, though, stays and gets his rebound. Couldn't get it the second time, so Raceland will have the ball now and come back the other way with 20 seconds on the clock till the quarter break. Newman dribbling out there at 9 seconds. Way away. And we've got a foul, a push out on the floor. And that will be also on Cox, his second since he entered as substitute. That'll be 6 fouls now on the Eagles. And in front of me will be Connor Thacker to throw it in, and he does at 4 seconds. The ball thrown over wide open for the shot. No good by Arnett. Well, it was interesting, to say the least. That's the end of the first quarter. Raceland trailing the Eagles here in Fairview by a score of 13-8.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes, none compares.
A lot of these get-rich-quick schemes are good ways to get broke quick. That's why I like the CDs at my bank. Guaranteed, insured.
Great rates, plus the comfort of knowing your CDs are guaranteed and insured. That's First of People's Bank. For all your banking needs, see the good folks at First of People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
First quarter, 13-8 in the books. Fairview on top of Raceland. Raceland led at one time 8-4. Fairview on a 9-0 run right now. And we're ready to begin the second quarter. Smith with it, and he will give it off to Adams, who will miss a 3 for Fairview. Down the lane and up and good is Thacker. But I'm blocked out here. It was evidently didn't count. Best way to say it. Still 13-8 with 7:38 on the clock. Just beginning the second quarter. Day, top of the key. Kicks it across the floor to Adams. Now Smith over deep in the right corner. Here's Day, drives down, turns, and he walked. Well, he made a nice turn, but he shuffled his feet. Fairview now with 7 turnovers. And bringing it in the front court is Newman. Landon Newman for Raceland. Newman will give the ball to Arnett. And a foul is on Raceland's number 2, and that's Holden Topping, his first. And that's a turnover. 7 turnovers now for each team. 13-8, Fairview still with the lead and with the ball. Smith is the man that brings it up and moves it around. They go in, try to go into Day, and have it knocked away, and coming down the other way are the Rams. Here's Thacker, drives down on the lane, goes up off the glass short, put back up no good, and Day will pick it up off the ground. Gauls knocks it away. It goes out of bounds. Good defensive play for the Rams that time with Gauls. Rams will send in Waller. And Gauls will come out. And the ball out of bounds, Fairview's left side of the basket. Looking to throw it in, looking to throw it in. Oh, it's taken away. A nice interception by Topping. Topping with a real nice one. And okay, it's a 3 by Newman. And a give and go underneath. Good by Johnson. So it pushes the lead back to 4 at 15-11. Fairview on top. Here's Thacker, almost walked with that ball, goes down off the glass. Nope, not going to go. And I say on the floor, he got fouled. 23, that will be Steve Day, his first foul. 7 now on the Eagles. 5:55 on the clock, and at the line for the one and bonus will be Connor Thacker of Raceland. He has hit 2 from there tonight. And now he's still hit 2. Smith, after the rebound comes down to Johnson, he'll go straight line to the bucket and lay it in. Jamel Smith, who can shoot him outside, took that one inside, right to the rim. Fairview up by 6 at 17-11, 5:35 on the clock. Thacker, top of the key, looks to shoot a 3. He's up with it. Nope, not going to go. He had a good look, but a little too hard on the shot. Cox with it. Cox gives it back to Smith now for Fairview. The Eagles on the attacker. Smith, he goes down again. Oh, this time it won't go. But we got a foul. Connor Thacker commits the foul, and that is going to send Smith to the free throw line. The Johnson Chiropractic free throw line. Johnson Chiropractic can keep you in the game. Smith hits this one. That is the first free throw that Fairview's had tonight, and they got it. 18-11, 7-point lead. This one in and out, no good. And a good rebound by Arnett of Raceland. Arnett will give it now to Newman. Newman works against Smith, but he'll hand it off to Waller, who came in. Waller comes out near the timeline and hands it back to Arnett. Arnett, just an 8th grader. A lot of 8th graders this year. Newman on the attack on the right side. Weaving around over there to Arnett, down the lane, up, no good on the shot. The rebound to Thacker. He gives it off, and it still won't go in for the Rams. And there's some contact. .24, that would be Thacker, his second. It'll be 7 fouls now for the Rams. And a 1 and bonus will be coming to Steve Brother Day. As he'll step up now to the Johnson Chiropractic free throw line. Day in the ball game with 3 points so far. And he missed the front end of the 1-and-1. The rebound belongs to the Rams. Weaving his way into the front court is Newman. And then we have a turnover. Well, both coaches kind of on equal terms here, complaining about the referees. Raceland goes to a little bit of press here in backcourt, but here's Smith. He outruns his man into the forecourt. Eagles on the attack. Bubba's Day turns and, it won't go down for him. Bounced all around and the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be out to the Rams. 18-11, 7-point lead, the biggest of the ball game for Fairview at 4:08. And at 4:08 till halftime. Coming back in now, or coming in for Fairview, well, actually back in with 3 fouls is Cameron Harper. He's been on the bench a long time. And we've got a timeout called. This will be a full timeout. 18-11 with 4:03 left in the first half. And it's all Fairview. We're going to take a break and come back on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
4:03 to go till halftime. Fairview with their biggest lead at 18-11 here at the Cook Memorial Gymnasium. The Rams, after the timeout, back to action now is Newman. We'll bring it up, throw it over here to the left side. Gives it to Topping. He tried to go cross court with it, but Eagle got over there and knocked it out of bounds. That was Cox that did that. Topping will take it out, away across the floor from where I'm sitting. He'll look to bring it in, and he'll bring it into, I thought Thacker got it, and then he got it back to, no, it wasn't Thacker, it was Large. I caught the 4, but Large being number 4 and Thacker being 24, and I thought I had the right one. Can you believe it? I made a mistake. Well, Gauze breaks open and gets the inbounds pass as the Rams hold on to it. Topping comes out near the timeline with it. Topping trying to get the offense set right now. Thacker bounces out there, but Topping's telling him to do something else here. He's not happy with whatever it is that they're doing. He looks back at his coach and like, they're not doing it, coach. Newman comes out to help him and takes the ball. Cox has got him as he comes around the left side. Gives to Gauze. He gives it right back to Newman. Newman now comes around a hard set pick and driving the line and a floater. Good by Large, his 4th point. And the Eagle lead cut to 5 at 18-3. Well, number 24 committed his 2nd foul, it says here. Well, we'll get back to it here. Been an interesting call game. Tanner Johnson, we haven't heard from him for a while. Gives it to Day. Day has it knocked away by Gauze. The other way down and up off the glass, good. By Large, his 6th point. And it's a 3-point Fairview lead. 2:27 till halftime. Smith comes around a nice pick. Cox wanted to shoot it at the elbow on the left, but he walked with it. A little hesitant on the shot, and he walked. Fairview will send in Tanner Reese, a sophomore. We'll see what happens here. The Rams, Thacker set a nice set over there, a nice pick if you would. A screen. Right now Newman gets it into Gauze, who's double teamed down in the post. And down the lane, up no good, but a foul. Well, not a foul, went out of bounds. Minute 47 till halftime. Fairview still with the lead at 18-15. Here's Johnson, misses from the elbow on the left for Fairview. Here's Thacker, goes coast to coast, new hard. Rebound Gauze. Gauze gets a double team, tried to lay it in, got it back and finally laid it in. Gauze with his 4th point, and the Fairview lead down to 1. .6-0 run right now, and here's Steve Day missing from outside in the three-point land. Down the lane's Topping, and it goes out of bounds, and it still belongs to, well, not only still belongs to Raceland, but they also have Topping going to the line. Foul was on Smith, his 2nd. Like it here at Fairview, they do show the board, and it has the team fouls and also has the player foul and how many fouls he has. Minute 7, the clock is stopped. Topping goes up there for, I believe, the 1 and bonus. Topping got it in the air. Nope, not going to go, and he'll not get the bonus. We'll see what happens here in the final 40 seconds, or 104 seconds, excuse me. Day drives in, turns, got it. Nice floater by Day from about 10 on the left side. 20-17, Fairview back by 3. Low score here in this first half. A lot of action, but a lot of missed shots and turnovers and that kind of thing. Each team with somewhere in the double-digit turnovers right now. Here's Waller. He put a shot up, but he got fouled by Tanner Reese. That'll be his first. And excuse me, I said Waller, it was Newman who will go to the line for 2. 36.2 on the clock. Newman's first shot is good as he goes to the Johnson Chiropractic free throw line. Let Johnson Chiropractic keep you in the game. Reese will come back out, and Tanner Johnson will come in for this Fairview club. Second shot good. (2019) Fairview's lead at 1 with half minute to go to half. Smith will hold it out near the timeline. I've seen Smith play, I guess, the last couple of years now. He's a good one. He handles the ball very well and can shoot the ball very well. And we got steps taken. I guess Smith, they said, walked. And if they say it, it must be true. Now here comes Large, Gauze, and Thacker back in for the last 13.5 seconds. If Raceland wants to get a lead here if they can. Joe Bryan giving the directions here now. He's telling Newman what to do as he comes in the offensive front court. Newman will throw, oh no, he'll have it partially blocked. Smith will come down with it, and Smith will put one up that hits the rim, and that's halftime. 20-19, Fairview with the lead in a, well, like I said, a very, very interesting ball game. So we're at halftime, and we'll take the halftime break and be back with more here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Hi, my name is Brian Horton, Mission Strategist for the Churches of the Greenup Baptist Association. We exist to revitalize, mobilize, and multiply New Testament churches in Northeast Kentucky and the world. The Churches of the Greenup Association are moving forward together in the Great Commission work. If you live in Lawrence, Boyd, Greenup, Carter, or Elliott counties, I want to invite you to attend one of the Greenup Baptist churches this coming Sunday. Once there, I know you will find a community of people who will welcome you and love you. For more information, go to greenupbaptist.org.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Halftime here in Westwood, where the Fairview Eagles lead the Raceland Rams by a count of 20-19. Let's look at the scoring. And first, let's look over to the Rams. The Rams balanced attack. They got 6 out of Large, 4 out of Thacker, 4 out of Gauze. Newman has 5, and that's the extent of the scoring there. For the Fairview Eagles, they've got a dozen out of Tanner Johnson, 5 out of Day, and a point, or 3 points rather, out of Smith, and therefore that gives them their 20 points. Some of the other things that are happening, team matchups, for example, in the free throw shooting, Raceland at 67%, Fairview at 33%. Rebounds, Raceland with 17, Fairview with a dozen, and the turnovers are even, according to the official, not the official score, but the team stat man tells me that each team has had 10 turnovers. That's where I'm getting my information supplied to me by the young man here that keeps the stats for the Fairview Eagles. 2019 at the half and the first quarter, it was 13-8. Fairview had a 5-point lead, stretched that out to about 8 points, but then Raceland started their comeback, and right now it is a 20-19 game. So there you have that, as I like to say, and we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll talk some more about this one here at halftime with Fairview up by a point, 20-19, and we will be back in a couple of minutes on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
My truck and I work all day long, so the truck has to be tough. But I want my truck loan easygoing, and that's what I get at my bank. Flexible terms, great rates. My truck loan works for me, just like my truck.
For great rates on loans for your next truck or car, see the good folks at First and People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
It's halftime here in Westwood as the Eagles cling to a 1-point lead at 20-19 here at the half. And I'm going to give you a few scores of some other games on the Cool Hit Sports Network tonight. At halftime, out in West Liberty, Morgan County leading Elliott County 43-14. Okay, and at halftime, Russell leading West Carter 18-17. Of course, our halftime score here, Fairview up by a point over Raceland 2019. At halftime in Summit tonight at the Boyd Middle School, the Ashland Tomcats lead the Boyd County Lions 34-24. And let's see if I can find anything else of interest. And I don't guess I'm finding anything else of interest. So there we have it. But we appreciate our technician at the studios at the station, Dwayne Fowler, for keeping us posted on all the games that are going on throughout Northeast and parts of Eastern Kentucky that are teams that we cover here on the Cool Hit Sports Network. Well, the Rams have come back out. Of course, Fairview's also back out on the floor, both getting ready to put up the warm-up shots and get themselves all ready. You know, this is a game 20-19, a lot of shooting, but let's look at some of the fouls. Anybody in foul trouble? Well, Raceland has a couple, not in foul trouble, but Christian Large has a couple, and Thacker has a couple, Connor Thacker. So not really in deep trouble. Smith has two for Fairview. Cox, who came in on a reserve, has two. And Cameron Harper, who started and sit out some but got back in there in that second quarter, has three. So he's the one that's more in danger right now, as the saying would go. It is 2019. The Eagles on top. It will be interesting to see how this, especially this third quarter, unfolds, because the third quarter can really turn things around. We'll be back and start the third quarter, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes right here on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hey, Rams fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. Sign up for your favorite team's debit card today at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue, Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Ready for the third quarter. It'll be Raceland's ball. They'll be moving left to right here to start things off. Raceland goes underneath to Gauze, and Gauze with that 6'6 frame lays it up and in. Gauze with 6 now, and that's a lead change, first one in a long time, but the Rams have fought their way back to a 21-20 lead. Half a minute gone here in the opening third quarter of the second half. Well, that looked like a soccer play there. The ball got kicked up into the stands. And, of course, unlike baseball, you got to give them back in basketball, at least in high school basketball, and I guess college too. And who knows, if you're a celebrity, you can keep it in the pros. Johnson got his shot blocked, got it back, though, and a rebound comes off to Thacker. Thacker races down into the front court, and a ball knocked away off him, and it's still going to be Raceland's ball. That was a good play by Tucker Adams to knock the ball away from Arnett. Thacker will throw it into Gauze on the baseline, down right. He'll dribble, he'll go up off the glass short, and out of, he saves it inbounds, Gauze did. Did a little tightrope walk there, and the ball put up and in by Large. That'll be his 8th point, and the Rams lead by 3. Just over a minute gone here in this quarter. Down underneath, wide open, Bubba Day from Smith, and he lays it in. Great pass by Smith. Day now with 7, and the Eagles close the gap to 1. Here's Thacker. He's going to straight line drive. Oh, may have turned that one over, but uncalled. But the shot was no good. Here's Smith with it. Was running pretty good down through there. And here's a 3 ball that's no good by Harper. The rebound down to the Rams. They play a little sloppy right now as each team kind of turns it over to each other. And each team missing shots that are in pretty close. And we've got a youngster, a Raceland youngster, down on the floor. And he's up. And that's always good to see. Well, the foul is on Cameron Harper. I had him with 3, but evidently I put one down for him that went to someone else. So that'll be his 3rd. First foul in the half on the Eagles. Eagles down a point, but Raceland with the ball. Eagles defense getting aggressive now. Gauze comes out in that left corner. Sets a screen, gets it back. He'll try the 3 ball. Nope, too hard, won't go for him. Here's Johnson. Nope, his 3 won't go down. Thacker with it. He'll go coast to coast and put it up. And Thacker will be called for the charge. He was not a happy young man about that either. That's his 3rd foul. He'll have to come out. I believe he thought he had established position on the drive. 5.5 left in the 3rd. Rams up a point over the Eagles. Down underneath to Gauze, but Johnson there to knock it out of bounds for Fairview. Johnson very active on the defensive end. And he's got 12 points in the game for Fairview. And down underneath it comes to Smith, and he lays it in. Smith's 5th point and a lead change. The 4th one of the ball game. It's 24-23 Fairview. Driving is Topping, and nobody stepping in. He had a clear run at the basket. Changes again, and that's 5 lead changes now. Here's a long 3 that's drained by Harper. Wow, nice shot. 27-25. Eagles back with the lead. Raceland puts it up, no good. It goes out of bounds, and it's out to Fairview. Well, the crowd's really into it tonight. Pretty good crowd on hand for both schools. And at the 4:40 mark of the third, Bill Smith will bring it up to Adams. Gets it back across the floor. His three ball, yes! Smith, and let me tell you something. I've seen this kid play the last couple of years. When he gets a three, he can get a hot hand in a hurry, and I'm sure Raceland's aware of that. Charity stripe jumper is up and in, no, not up and in, comes out. Arnett missed it. Here's Day with it, races into the front court, has it knocked away, gets it back. Here's Smith now, right in front of my broadcast position. He goes around Topping, goes coast to coast, down the lane. Nope, too hard. And a rebound down to the Rams. They're down by 5, and right now they're down by 2 as Topping, or not Topping, but Large hits a three. I'll tell you, the three ball really changed basketball. That and the shooting of the three. I remember the days when you only got 2. Boy, that you get a couple of threes now and get it in a hurry. We've got a timeout, a full timeout called by Fairview. 3:42 left in the third quarter. And with that going on, we will, hey, Rick, how you doing? We'll take a break and come back on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Living the life I love.
Someone will be with you. Don't know when. Don't hold your breath, but keep waiting. You don't have anything better to do.
You know, at First and People's Bank, you don't have to wait for an answer. The decision makers are at the bank, and the friendly tellers are always ready to wait on you. First and People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
MLS 411-945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
Well, after the timeout, 3:42 on the clock, 30-28. Fairview up by 2 over Raceland. Fairview's going to bring it in to the right side of their basket. Looking, and he didn't get it in time. So a turnover. That'll be a dozen on Fairview. And I believe it's a dozen also on Raceland. Both teams having a hard time to get the ball to go down in the basket. They're getting some pretty good looks and some pretty good shots. Rams moving it around, and we've got a foul call. That'll be 4 now on Cameron Harper. Taking the ball out in front of the Raceland bench will be Waller. Harper's going to have to sit down. And he inbounds it to Large. Large just a few feet away from where I'm sitting. Works against Johnson. Gives it off the Topping. Comes around Day. Short of the mark. Rebound out of there to Adams. And down the other way too hard. The rebound knocked away and finally put up by Johnson. His 14th point. And Fairview's up again by 4 with under 3 minutes to go in the third. Here's a three ball that has nothing but net for Arnett, the 8th grader, his first points of the ball game. And the Rams close within 1. Johnson will give it off to Cox, who had the good shot, but it popped out on him. It has been a 3. And let's see who that's on, 11. Which will be Newman. His first foul. 2 on each team here in this half. On the inbounds, Fairview lost it but got it back. And the ball knocked away out of bounds by Large of Raceland. Here's Smith. He was a long way out, but he looked at that three. He'll come to the elbow on the right side. A long one by Cox, in and out, no good. High for the rebound was Large. Large of Raceland. The Rams on the run into the front court. Large gets it back. Large will drive the baseline left side. Turn up, good. 11 points now for him, and it's another lead change. And Fairview. Well, it's been a bunch of them now. We got a minute 47 here in the third. And the ball knocked away by Large out of bounds. A pass intended for Day from Adams. I don't think anybody's going to leave here early tonight. It's a nip and tuck game. Raceland up by 3 at 35-32. Here's Thacker back into the ball game now. And Large will come out at the minute 39 mark in this third quarter. Raceland bring it in. Adams looking to bring it in. Looking. He'll throw it, and it's taken away in backcourt and up. And I thought it was going to go in. No good by Arnett. But then he got it back. Excuse me, he didn't get it back. Thacker got it back and laid it in. Here's the steal. As the Rams get it back. And there's a turnover on Fairview, a foul. That'll be Cox's third. And Clarence Thompson wants to talk it over. It is a 30-second timeout. So with it being a 30-second timeout, give me the opportunity to tell you if you need collision work done on your vehicle, you need to see the good folks at Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center on Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. They can get your vehicle looking almost brand new again, and they also have experienced mechanics that can provide quality service work. That's Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center on Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods, a proud supporter of high school athletics. Certainly glad to have them along on the Cool Hit Sports Network. Well, I tell you what, if the fourth quarter, we still had a minute 19 to go here in the third, is anything like this quarter, it's going to be real interesting. But right now, Raceland has forged ahead by 5, out 37-32. They were trailing at halftime, if you remember, by 1 at 20-19. So they've had the advantage point-wise here in this third quarter. And Thacker will throw it into the backcourt to Newman. See if they go for one shot here. Not saying they will, but no, they won't. Large will miss a three at the top of the key. And then he'll almost tie up Smith. But Fairview picks it up with Cox. And Cox throws it ahead to the front court to Adams. Down with a shot that falls in. Adams with his first bucket. And the Eagles are back to within 3 with 45 seconds in the third. It's been an interesting ball game. Low scoring, but a lot of action. Here's Thacker, stops elbow left side. Nope, rims out on him. Rebound on the floor. Large knocks it to Thacker. Large takes it down that left baseline, and there's a collision. And it's going to be a block, I believe, on Johnson of Fairview. Yep, that's what it is. That's his first foul of the game. Back in for Raceland is Topping, and Thacker will come out. 26 seconds on the clock. 4 fouls on the Eagles, 2 on the Rams. Comes into Gauze. Gauze will give it off, and the shot put up no good by Arnett. And then it's put back up, and then Gauze finally put it up and in. Gauze now with 8 points. It's 39-34. Near the end of the third quarter, Fairview's Johnson, I believe he got fouled. He'll get 3. Yes, sir. He did get fouled. 12 of Raceland. Arnett commits the foul. And that will give Tanner Johnson 3 shots since he was shooting a 3. And that's with 0.8 seconds here on the clock in the third. First one up. Nope. Too hard. Rolls off. Johnson ready for the second one. This one's good. That's the first 2 free throws Johnson's had tonight. And Johnson will get that third one. And it's in and out, no good. Gauze with it. Here's the shot from the other end. That's nowhere near the basket. Well, 3 quarters are in the books. And Fairview trails Raceland 39-35 here in Westwood. We'll take a break and come back with the fourth quarter on the Coolhead Sports Network.
My truck and I work all day long, so the truck has to be tough. But I want my truck loan easygoing, and that's what I get at my bank. Flexible terms, great rates. My truck loan works for me, just like my truck.
For great rates on loans for your next truck or car, see the good folks at First and People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Ready for the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like that third was, it will be real interesting. 39-35, Raceland Rams lead the Eagles of Fairview here at the George Cook Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Fairview High School in Westwood, Kentucky. Glad to have you along on the Coolhead Sports Network. I'm Charlie Dunlap with the call. Got a great technical crew. No, Dwayne Elliott's not here, but it's still a great crew. Well, a missed 3 by Harper out of the right corner for Fairview. And it evidently went off one of the Rams down there in that corner, so it belongs to Fairview. Adams looks to bring it in, and he does to Smith right in front of his own bench. Gives to Harper at the elbow on the right side. Harper open, top of the key, tries to get it today, and he finally corrals it. Now here's Smith. Adams. Nothing underneath right now, but Adams will drive, put it up too hard, got his own rebound, shovels it out of there, and a 3's missed by Johnson. And here come the Rams, large down the other way. He will give it off, and it will not bounce in for the Rams. And Gauze got the rebound, and coming the other way, Day wide open for the give me the bunny, as they used to call it. And Day now with 9, and the Rams lead trimmed to 2 at 7 minutes to go in regulation. It's been a good one. Down in the lane and almost having the ball taken. Well, he walked. Yeah, he carried the ball. I was going to say almost had it taken away, but that was Arnett that carried it. Well, wait a minute now. Let me see here. I'm totally blocked out with the official and coach. But it evidently was Raceland's ball. It was knocked out of bounds, they said, so he didn't carry it. Sorry about that. Underneath, they go to Thacker. Thacker double team, misses the shot. I don't know how he got it off double team like that. Here's Johnson down underneath, puts it up, and got it to go. One of those circus shots, but they all count. At 6.5 minutes, it's tied. That will be the third tie of the ball game, and the first tie since back in the first quarter. Large backs it out on the across the court there. It comes around, gives to Gauls, who popped outside. Now they get it back to Large from the elbow left side, an air ball. As we cross the 6-minute mark in regulation, all tied at 39. Kamel Smith with it for the Fairview Eagles. Smith angles off to the right, stops, goes to Harper. Harper goes to Johnson. Johnson turns on a double team, down the lane, got it. Across the lane, really. 19 now for Johnson. And another Fairview lead at 2. The ball knocked away and lost. Adams the other way, laid it up, couldn't get it to go in. And it's going to be picked up, knocked away by Johnson again. Action is fast and furious. Gauze got it, a good pass from Thacker, and Gauze lays it in. 10 for him, and it's 41-39. The Eagles with the lead. Now is number 4 on Connor Thacker. He'll come out of the ball game and back in. Will be topping for Raceland. I think that should be 41. Even. I think the scoreboard's wrong. Now they put it up. I thought there was an extra 2 on that. Well, right now Harper backs it out. He looked at the 3, but that wasn't what the play was. Adams with it. Adams done a good job off the bench here tonight for Fairview. Drives the lane up too hard off the glass, and a good rebound by Topping. Topping of Raceland comes down into the front court now. Bouncing around, kicks it over in the left corner. Driving for the lane, driving into the lane, trying to put the ball up, and a foul on Fairview. That was Arnett. And the foul will be on Tucker Adams. The junior will pick up his second foul. 5 down on Fairview. And we got a timeout called, a full timeout by the Raceland Rams. 42-41, Raceland ahead by a point, 4:26 in regulation. We'll be back on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hi, my name is... Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all. Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Coming out of the timeout, 42-41, Raceland with a 1-point lead. And at the line for the Rams will be Arnett. Arnett has not had a free throw tonight. He has 3 points. Or excuse me, yeah, he does have 3 points. So Arnett toes the line down to my right, and his shot is up, and it's good. (43-41) now. Raceland, I should tell you, is ahead. Harper right in front of Clarence Thompson, his coach, and Clarence says, do something with it. Well, we've got the Eagles look a little disorganized on that one, but it was knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Gauze of Raceland, so still Adams will take it out for Fairview. They still have their ball as we near the 4-minute mark of the ball game, regulation at least. Here's Day, got a double team on him. Gives over to Harper. 3, nope, in and out, no good. And fighting for it, and a foul is going to be called. And the foul is on Adams, his third for Fairview. So another turnover there. Each team with unofficially 15 turnovers. Gauze gets it, gets a double, triple team underneath. And we've got a tie-up between Gauze and Adams of Fairview. Adams will come out. Cox will come back in now for the Eagles. Adams played a pretty good game here so far tonight off the bench for the Eagles. 2-point lead for the Raceland Rams. And they will take it out under their basket to their right. And it will come into Large. Large on the dribble, kicks it back outside. Down the lane, up topping, good. He was the man that inbounds it. And he got it right back as he just did a loop out there. And he lays it in. So it's a 4-point lead now by Raceland. And up and in is Day with a bucket from about 8 on the right side. That'll be 11 points for him. And Fairview won't go away, down 2 as we close in on the 3-minute mark. Raceland throws it away, and here's Day with it. Day down, laid it up and in. And Joe Bryant beside himself because he said Day ran with it and walked. 45-45, another tie, the fourth one of the game. Second one in this half. And a foul underneath will be called on Cox as he fouls Arnett. Cox with 4 now. And Adams going to come back in when he can for Fairview. Here's Arnett, the 8th grader. His shot is up. Good. 5 points tonight for Arnett. Breaks the tie at 46-45. Arnett, good hit, nothing but net on both shots. Deja vu all over again, as the old saying goes. Here's Bubba Day out front. Raceland wanted to walk on him, but they're not going to get it called. Out of that left side, an air ball by the Eagles. And it's going to be picked up, and I think we got a timeout. And we got a 30-second timeout by Joe Bryan. So he wants to talk things over here in the last 2 minutes and 25 seconds with his team. So it's been an interesting ball game, not a high-scoring ball game by any means, but a very, very interesting game as far as the swing, the momentum. If you need collision work done on your vehicle, you need to see the good folks at Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. They can get your vehicle looking almost brand new, and they can also have, I should say, experienced mechanics to provide quality service work. That's Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods, a proud supporter of high school athletics, and we're certainly glad to have them along on the Cool Hit Sports Network. Well, Joe Bryant wanted to give his crew some instructions here with 2:25 on the clock in regulation. The Rams of Raceland up 2 over the Eagles of Fairview here. And as I mentioned back in that first half, nobody left, and I don't think they're going to. This could come down to the last shot. The clock starts down to 2:22 now. Driving it up into the front court is Newman. Landon Newman circles around, gives it to Topping. He's out near the timeline. Now a wide open drive, and he put it up and in. Nobody stepped up on Arnett. I mean, he was probably shocked that nobody stepped up on him. He just took it down the lane and laid it in. 49-45, Raceland by 4. Shot by Johnson outside of 3, not going to go down. And the rebound on the floor as Newman works his way, zigzags into the forecourt at 1:38. This is a big play both ways. Fairview needs to stop, and Raceland would certainly like to eat some clock and then maybe get a bucket out of it. Now they're going to come out. Fairview is. Put a little pressure on. Gall's got in close, but got double teamed and missed the shot. Here comes Adams with it. Adams takes it down, gives it off, the shot up and in. No, it comes back out. And Gall's got the rebound for Raceland. And down it goes to Gauze, and he is fouled. Looked like he might be going for a dunk on it, but he got fouled. Let's see what the call is. Well, it's not an intentional, they say. And that foul is on Adams, his 4th, and Gauze goes to the line for Raceland. First time tonight. It's good. He's at the Johnson Chiropractic free throw line. Let Johnson Chiropractic keep you in the game. Okay, he gets another one. Gauze does. 5-point lead with 1:02 left. And the big guy got them both. Dozen points tonight. 51-45, 6-point lead. Here's Johnson down the lane, scoops it. Nope. Gauze had the handle on it and got fouled. And that was on Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the ball game. And Gauze, who just hit 2 from the free throw line, will have the 1 in bonus now at the Johnson Chiropractic free throw line. Let Johnson Chiropractic keep you in the game. And he got this one to roll in. It wasn't real pretty, but they don't count. They don't count on the beauty of the shot. It's if it goes to the nets. 52-45, a 7-point lead. And second shot, no good. Rebound to Harper. Harper. Well, the ball knocked away, and Fairview is committed to turnover and foul at 41.9. Things not looking too good for the homestanding Eagles right now. They're down 7 with 41.9 seconds. And it's going to be the 2-shot foul for Large. First time he's been to the line. So when you get 10 on the boards and fouls, the other team gets to shoot 2. And with all that, Large hit the front of the rim with the first free throw. Hope to have both coaches over here at my position, which is down here on the floor. And the second one rolls in for Large. 53-45, 8-point lead, 39 seconds. Johnson, top of the key, drained the 3. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. And with that 30-second timeout, I can remind you, if you need collision work done on your vehicle, then you need to see the good folks at Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. They can get your vehicle looking almost brand new, and they also have experienced mechanics that provide quality service work. That's Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods, a proud supporter of high school athletics. Well, here's the situation, 35.2 seconds. 53 Raceland, 48 homestanding Eagles of Fairview. And let's see what happens. Well, we got back to action here. And Carper will take it out way down with Gauze at 6'6" on him. Will come into Day. They'll pass the ball off, driving down with a floater. Good by Cox for his first bucket. And a timeout is called. This will be a full timeout by the Eagles. 26.6 seconds left. Eagles down 3, and we'll take a break and be right back on the Cool Edge Sports Network.
Hey, Rams fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. Sign up for your favorite team's debit card today at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue, Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
26.6 seconds left in regulation. The Eagles homestanding here at Fairview, trailing Raceland by 3 points. And the Eagles will be on the defense. Raceland to bring it in full court if they can get it in. And it comes into Large. He got double teamed and fouled. Smith and Harper. Let's see who they call. They're going to call Harper, and that should be it for him. He'll foul out with 24.7 seconds left in the game. Tanner Reese comes in, the sophomore, as Large goes to the line for a couple here. He got the first one to go. (54-50), Raceland by 4, and the second one is up, and it's good. 55-50 with 24 seconds, 22. Day gives to Smith, back to Day. Day up for the 3 ball. Good! Wow. I'll tell you what, Day was way out there, and he threw it. So what are we going to have here? We're going to have a timeout called as Fairview cuts that lead to 2, and it's a full timeout. And with that full timeout, we will take a break on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
There's 15.2 seconds left on the clock. Raceland's lead cut to 2 in this fourth quarter. They're going to throw it to each other, and the Rams will bring it up, but they'll be fouled. The foul is on Cox. That's all Fairview could do. And at the line will be Newman, who's 2 out of 2 back in that first half. And he'll get a couple here. If he hits both of them, it could be all over, but he missed the first one. So Fairview's within a 3-point shot, unless he makes this one, then they would tie the game. So let's see what happens. He got it. Fairview can tie with a 3. Johnson, a long 3 ball. No, it's not going to go. Rebound to the Rams at 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's it. 56-53. Raceland wins the ball game over the homestanding Eagles of Fairview. Raceland goes 5-2 on the year. Fairview drops to 2-3. Well, like I said earlier in the first half, nobody's going to leave early, and nobody did. And you can understand why. Final score again, the Raceland Rams 56, Fairview Eagles 53. We're going to take a break and step out for a couple, and then we'll be back with the post game, hopefully both coaches, right here on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all. Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
We're in the post game, and what a game it was. 56-53. Raceland hangs on for the win here at the George Cook Memorial Gym at Fairview High School in Westwood, Kentucky. And we'll get into some of the stats and things for you, but waiting here to see if I can get the coaches to come over. Both coaches went back to the locker room with their teams, and we'll see if we can get them over here momentarily before I get started into all the stats. Well, I can give you some of the stats right now as Coach Bryan is talking with, looks like the local newspaper. 16 points to large to lead the way for Raceland. And they had 13 out of Gauze. They had 8 points out of Arnett, 4 points from Topping, and 6 points from Newman. On the other side of the book, 22 points Tanner Johnson, 14 to Steve Day, 8 points to Smith, a couple of points to Cox, and a couple of points to Adams. That's the scoring, and I'm hoping to get some of the other information that will be provided by the Westwood people, the Fairview people. But we'll wait and see as we wait for both coaches. What a game it was. The first quarter, it was 13-8 Fairview. They led 20-19 at the half. They led 39-35 after 3, and they unfortunately lose the game for them, 56-53 by the Raceland Rams. And Coach Joe Bryan just told me he'll be right back, so we're going to hold on to it here and wait on him. Glad to have you folks along tonight on the Cool Hits Sports Network. I'll get ready for the interview here. You're going to have us on? You're going to have us on in a while? You're going to have us on when I interview the coach? Okay. I just wondered. Oh, he says take a break? I'm glad you told me that. We need to take a break? Okay. Well, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get into the interview. We'll be back on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Doubt.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC. We are the home office.
Hey Rams fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. Sign up for your favorite team's debit card today at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue, Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus, so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
All right, back here on the post game, Joe Bryan, the head man of the Raceland Rams, here with me. And, Coach, congratulations. It was a nail-biter.
Yes, sir, it was. Thank you very much.
It was definitely a nail-biter. And it was a game we just mentioned off the air here that seemed like the shots just wouldn't fall tonight. And but they fell enough that you came out on top.
Yeah, definitely. We pride ourselves on defense. And, I thought the second half we did a better job guarding them. Shots weren't falling. It's our 7th game in 11 days, so just had to be gritty and tough and defend and get the job done.
Well, and your kids certainly did do that. And when in a game like that, and I'm not going to ask you what you definitely said at halftime, but what do you say at halftime? Kind of a general theme of what you say.
Well, whenever we were down 18-11 there, we lost a lot of momentum, and we had 3 starters on the bench with 2 fouls. It was Gauze, it was Thacker, and it was Large. And I thought the game was getting away from us. And I told him, I'm going to put you in here, but you've got to be mentally mature enough to not foul. Those guys got it right back. I think it was 18-17 when I pulled them real quick.
Yeah.
That way they don't get their 3rd foul in the first half. But I thought that was the key to the game. If we don't get that spark, we might not have gotten it back close at halftime, might not have won it.
Okay. Well, I just always wonder what coaches say and things at halftime. And everybody has their, a philosophy they use, and yours sounds like it's a winning philosophy.
No, I appreciate that.
It really does. Sounds like. Let's talk a little bit about the rest of the week. A day or two off?
Yeah, we are going. So we play Friday, Saturday, and then Monday, Tuesday. We've been straight about 3 weeks now, even practicing on Sundays because we play on Mondays. It's the only time we practice on Sundays if we play on a Monday.
Yeah.
So we are doing nothing tomorrow. They're off. No coaches aren't meeting, players aren't nothing. We're not doing a thing. And then we'll get back to practice Thursday, prepare for Ironton on Friday, and then we'll play again over there at the Ironton St. Joe tournament. That's where we play Ironton. We play again on Saturday on that.
Well, since they're going to be doing nothing, I might join them.
Might as well. Somebody's going to be having some fun, I'm sure.
Coach, best of luck to you. I'll be seeing you a few times this year, and I look forward to seeing you. I'll keep an eye and an ear on the score, though.
All right, appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Coach Joe Bryan, the head man of the Rams. We're going to take another break, and when we finish that, hopefully we will have our good friend Clarence Thompson out here to talk to us, the Eagles head coach, on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
Hi, my name is Brian Horton, Mission Strategist for the Churches of the Greenup Baptist Association. We exist to revitalize, mobilize, and multiply New Testament churches in Northeast Kentucky and the world. The Churches of the Greenup Association are moving forward together in the Great Commission work. If you live in Lawrence, Boyd, Greenup, Carter, or Elliott counties, I want to invite you to attend one of the Greenup Baptist churches this coming Sunday. Once there, I know you will find a community of people who will welcome you and love you. For more information, go to greenupbaptist.org.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
The team will get out of here okay. Not that anything would be wrong with it, but coaches have to, sometimes they get out in the gym, start talking to everybody, and they almost miss the bus. So we're going to wrap it up then. From here in Westwood, Kentucky, Fairview High School, Fairview loses 56-53. I want to thank James Collier, who was our producer tonight, and others that were up there helping you, James. I know it took several to help you along. And I know I was really a challenge tonight, but you've learned so much from me being a challenge. Thank you so much. You're a good fellow. I'm Charlie Dunlap. Till next time, this has been a production of the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You've been watching and listening to Raceland Rams basketball on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game has been brought to you in part by Clark's Pumpkin Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stoltz Pharmacy, Members Choice Credit Union, Ashland Credit Union, Trace Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, First and People's Bank, Ashland Community and Technical College, Raceland Christian Church, and the Greenup Baptist Association. This broadcast of Raceland Rams basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV.